Man, what's up, man? This Keith Rader, and yeah, man, we back. Football season is back. I'm excited. Um, it's I don't really like preseason. If you been here for my videos for the past 3 years, um, I pretty much told y'all the second year I don't really like preseason. But shout out to the people working for their families and trying to get a spot on an NFL team. Um, the preseason is for those players. Like this game was not for Mendoza. This game wasn't for Brock Bowers. This game wasn't um, for Ashton Gency. Um, you know, Max Crosby. Colt Miller. Like this wasn't for those players. These 3 games that we gonna see is for the players who really ain't got a spot and they fighting for it, right? So shout out to them players, and I understand the importance of it, but it's not my most favorite part of the season, but it's just an indicator that we here. Um, so nonetheless, I seen some things that I really loved, but it's some other things that need to be talked about. So I talk about the things that I really loved. First drive, I think Kubiak, he knows what he doing, right? As far as like the players, right? It looks like he knows how to use the players, which I really love, but it should be expected. He just won the Super Bowl with the Seahawks last year, and just watching the offense move, it's like, oh, we really got a coordinator, head coach who knows what he's doing, right? And I'm only saying this because we had McDaniels, who was supposed to be the coordinator, coach who knew what he was doing, right? And just seeing Trey Tucker being used how he should be used in space, and he's just not going deep every fucking play, shows you that, oh, he knows how to use him. Jack Betch got into the mix. He grabbed that one pass down from the defender in space that looked great, right? Michael Mayer getting in space and moving around shows that we know what we doing. We know how to use them. 11 personnel, 2 tight ends out there. We just the look of it looks like we know what we doing. The placement of players and just putting them in position, it shows that we have our players in the right places. And I really like that, right? Speaking of Mayer, he got a touchdown, which was dope to see because, this probably going to be a Brock Bowers heavy offense, but you also don't want to kill him before the season start, and also during the season. You don't want him to do all the heavy lifting. In fact, you probably want Ashton Genty and Mike Washington to do a lot of the heavy lifting. But from the looks of it, the offense looked good. Seeing Mendoza out there, it looked really dope to just see how his mind works. Of course, it was against the second team for the most part, but he was able to score eventually. His first drive was a dud, but ball placement was perfect. He could throw down the field. He got a lively arm. At first I thought that maybe he might not be able to do deep plays, but he could do the plays that matters for the most part, like middle of the field, 30, 40 yards down the field. He gonna get it down there pretty fast. And so that's really all you need in the NFL. If you have to throw it 80 yards down the field, then you probably already lost the game anyway. Now, am I saying you don't want that from your quarterback? You probably want that too, but at the same time, realistically, you shouldn't be having your quarterback throwing 80 yards down the field. So, for the most part, he can make all the plays that you want from your NFL quarterback outside probably that play. But like I said, it wasn't an issue. So when people were saying like Mendoza throwing power and stuff like that ain't that good, I didn't really see it. Aiden, of course, Aiden arm is actually pretty good. If you get a line that he could work with, Aiden actually probably got the strongest arm in our quarterback room. But when you see Mendoza throw the ball, it wasn't between those two players. It wasn't a crazy drop off, right? Kirk, he did good. He put the ball in every place. But I'm just talking about the younger quarterbacks that we have in our room. Those two, they balls was like jumping off the screen, So it was good to see Mendoza play, get a touchdown, and the touchdown with Betch was pretty dope to see, because it was like one of those plays where you had to place it in the perfect spot or it would have got intercepted. The timing of it was perfect and everything. So yeah, that was dope to see. The O-line, of course, they were decent. I really can't I don't think this game we were really able to see how good our O-line was. It looked better, but then again, who are the Arizona Cardinals on defense? Like I literally couldn't tell you who none of their defensive linemen was on the first team. Like, at least for the Raiders, right? We have a top 10 player on our defensive line, right? People know who Max Crosby is for the most part. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like the Cardinals got a better assessment about their offensive line than we have to get an assessment of our offensive line. But I still don't want to talk about that, like our defense yet. But our offensive line still ain't really been tested, right? It was good to see some things, especially with like them being able to give Kirk Mendoza enough time to make plays, and also Ashton Genty and Mike Washington were able to move around and not just get stopped behind the backfield. But like I said, it's preseason, so I'm tempering my emotions on certain things. But we just know, like, when our quarterback get enough time, plays will be made, right? But will it hold up? And they still aren't battle tested. See, if they were going against a Eagles, right, first drive, and we going against that crazy defensive line, and we were able to move down the field like that, then I would be kind of excited. Or the Rams, right? You got Myles Garrett over there. If we were able to, and they gonna be our opponents this year in the regular season, but if they were able to move up and down on them, then I'd be like, all right, it's nothing for us to really worry about. But this year we're gonna be going against some good O-line. I mean, some good D lines, bro. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. And today we were not tested. We were not tested, y'all. We did not go in that game The O-line did not get tested. So it looked good, but who are the Arizona Cardinals? This is a team that had the 4th overall draft pick, right? So we can't get excited when we see good plays from our even our offense. We can't even really get excited, right? Who the fuck is the Arizona Cardinals defense? I didn't see no notable players. But yeah, outside of that, they did what they played the opponents that was in front of them, and they did what they had to. All right, Ashton Genty. I like that Ashton Genty on 3rd and 1, he wasn't getting stuffed. He didn't have people in his face, right? He didn't have to, break 3 tackles before he got in front of the line of scrimmage. That is something to look forward to. 3rd and 1, he gave a 7, right? that tells y'all that Ashton Genty wasn't the issue like a lot of people would like to say. It was our line. The line looks improved. I ain't gonna lie, it looks improved. But then again, it's Arizona, and I gotta keep saying that. Mike Washington, Mike Washington looks good. When I was just saying to myself, like, I gotta figure out his run style. Who do he run like the most? And I think he don't run like nobody in the NFL right now. Like when I seen Scatterbo, I knew like he runs like Josh Jacobs. Mike Washington his run style. I don't know. Like I may need to look at more film, but just seeing how he run, his vision is dope. Like to be able to just like run pretty much full speed, but still be able to stop on the dime and cut the cuts that he got. The vision, it's a beauty to see how he runs. I would say like, Ashton Genty eventually, of course he was running against second team and it's the Arizona Cardinals, but the play that he made, if that's a number 1 defense, he still would have did the same thing. He made people miss on that play, on a 50-yard scamper he made. He made people miss. The blockers did their thing, of course, but he also did what he was supposed to, because, we've had Latavius Murray who had similar openings and he had just crashed into his old lineman. But Mike Washington did something different. And that is something to look at. And I think that, like I said, Ashton Genty, his spot may not be in trouble now, but just think when contract years start to come up, and if Mike Washington is playing like that, Mike Washington might end up getting a check over Genty if that's his playing style. And, it's nothing to worry about now because they just a first and second year player. But, 3 seasons into the future, we may be looking at keeping Mike Washington because he's the cheaper option. And, if Genty ain't, he's good, but not great on the statistical side, it's like, it's a no-brainer. They're going to keep Mike Washington. And it's crazy because, Genty is not a bad back, but, the cheaper option is doing that. Shit. Everybody going to pick the cheaper option. That's just how football goes. But yeah, that's my thing with the offense. Yeah, Kubiak knows how to call plays. And of course, that wasn't the full playbook. But all right, so let's go to the defense. Our defense still feels like it's something missing. We still need to, like, we having the same issues that we've had over the past like decade and a half. From even when DC was playing, we still had these same issues on defense, right? First, second down, first and short, 10 yards, we can stop a team. But soon as it get third, 15, second and 20, for some reason we can't get off the field. And if that is going to still be an issue, we're going to have a problem. And, once people figure out our offense and start stopping our offense, we can't lean onto the defense to get us stops. Now, of course, Max Crosby can get you, a tackle for loss. He could get you a sack, you know what I'm saying, or two a game, but maybe a sack and a half per a game. But do we really want to lean on to Max that much, especially during this time in his career where he's still good, he's still like in his prime, but do you want him to be like that? You know what I'm saying? And you want your defense to be able to get off the field, right? I said this last year. If your defense can't get off the field, it spills on to other things. Injuries start to happen. I know we got younger players, but it's just all types of stuff that happens when you can't get off the field. And it starts to mess up your offense because your offense start to feel like, oh, we have to make a play. If we don't make a play, it's over, right? it get to that point and it's just all bad. And mind you, I think the Raiders and the Cardinals can't really use this game and say anything about it because both teams were bad teams last year. The Raiders had the first pick, the Cardinals had the third pick, right? So we can't even get excited from watching anything. Like, it was good to see certain things, but like I said, we having the same issues. We can't get off the field. The run stopping wasn't there. Just stuff that we've been accustomed of seeing from a Raiders defense, right? So from the look of it, we still have a problem there, and I just don't think it got fixed. From first string to third string, they was getting the ball thrown on them. Receivers were catching anything, and McCoy, he did get a couple of touchdowns on him. I do feel like the first one, it was a push. The second one, bro was just bigger than him. Yeah, so it was just a bad showing for him. I do expect him to get better, but I just think that those were just missed opportunities. But yeah, like, our defense didn't look good. It didn't look good. I'm sorry, y'all. It didn't look good. It just reminded me that the offense gonna have to be A1, or we'd get more games than last year, right? We probably not gonna be getting the first pick within like the next 5-7 years, right? But will we be a 10-win game with what I saw? It's going to be very hard. From just early predictions, maybe even too early, I see 6 to maybe 8 games. And it could become 9 depending on how the schedule run, but I'm really seeing 6 to 8 games, y'all. Which, for some people they may be excited because it's better than 4. But we still would be a top 10 pick, right? And at that point, does Max stay? We already tried to trade him. Do Max stay? And will we have to replace him? Which will still kind of put our defense back in the same position. So the defense just gotta, if they can miraculously get better and start showing that they are better, then we could probably get more games than 6 to 8, right? But that defense gotta play better. They gotta play better. I watched the game and I was just like, bro, this is the same shit we've been seeing for the past 10 and a half years, yo. And mind you, one thing that I was kind of upset about from the Cardinals, if I'm a Cardinals fan, why the fuck are y'all running Love like that? This is y'all second preseason game. Why are y'all running that running back like that? I get it. He's a top 5 running back, but yo, why are y'all running him like that? Like, it was some plays where I was just looking like, bruh, we know bruh is raw. Why is he running like that? Like, just seeing how they using him through the preseason, like, I'm already sick for him because I mean, you get a running back 3rd pick, you gonna use that dude. But god damn, this is the preseason. Like, y'all see him in practice. Like, if Love play, because I think the Cardinals might be the only team with 4 preseason games. If Love playing next week, the Cardinals need to be called out on that. Why are y'all running him like that? Like, it looked like he was the only person playing like it was the regular season. Like, and they had him in there until the halftime. Like, why are y'all running him like that? Like, nah, for real. Arizona fans, y'all need to get on y'all staff head. Like, why are y'all running a person y'all gonna need in a regular season like that? Like, him, Marvin Harrison, those 2 players are literally some of the only players y'all got on offense, and y'all running him. Like, I get it, like, yo, but y'all running him like he trying to get a spot on a team. Like, yo, what's going on? I don't like that at all. I don't. And I'm a Raiders fan. I don't like that. Like, that's already telling me that y'all incompetent because y'all using, bro. Like, you see Genty, he got on the field, right? 1 drive, he was gone. Love played to the 2nd quarter, damn near the first half. He played the whole first half, and they gave him the ball. Look at his carries. Like, they was stuffing him. They was giving him the ball, bro. Like, like, they ran him like it was a regular season game. Like, hey, y'all gonna fuck around and have another top 5 pick playing like that. Because Love ain't gonna be able to. Because the Raiders' defense is trash. I'm gonna keep it a bean. But when y'all running against Myles Garrett, the 49ers, and the Seahawks, y'all going to be running against them. Y'all not going to be able to just rely on Love. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. And then y'all also playing the AFC West, so y'all going to see the Chargers defense. Y'all going to also see the Chiefs defense. Y'all not going to be able to run Love like that. I'm just keeping it a bean with y'all, Cardinals. Don't piss me off, bro. Like, I sat there and was kind of mad for him because I'm like, bro, you could tell bro is raw. Like, he's raw, bro. Like, Love is raw. Like, I ain't even gonna lie, generational. Like, yeah, he gonna be probably rookie of the year. Because Mendoza not going to play like that. So he probably going to be rookie of the year. And then also on top of that, he's probably going to be fighting for the running title this year. Off just being a rookie, he going to be top 5 running back. Off rip. But the way they running him in the preseason, bro, is disgusting. Like, it's the nastiest shit I've ever seen in my life. Like, and I'm not a Cardinals fan. So, yeah, y'all better figure that out or y'all going to be another top 5 pick team this year. Which is kind of already expected because y'all got pieces, but come on, bro. I don't even know half y'all team, bro. Like, but yeah, bro. That's really my thing with the Cardinals offense, but the Raiders defense. The Raiders defense, same old, is not looking great. Barely looking good. I mean, I've seen some things that I like on the third string, but I know most of those players are not going to be playing come, a month and a half from now. So, yeah, man, that's that, man. I'm up out of here.